nikatoka hapa nikafika State House.
William Ruto has launched his manifesto on the same date that George Luchiri Wajackoyah also did his manifesto. And so I know he would have wanted to shine on that day, but we happen to have a split screen. This must be a very bad week for Ruto. And while he was down, he's also gotten hammered for having suggested that he is going to investigate Uhuru Kenyatta, once he retired.
Kufika State House nikakuta rafiki yangu wako hapo. Sitaki kusema alikuwa anafanya nini, kwa sababu sisi ni wazee. So ndio huyo sasa hii maneno sijui nini, mimi sitaki mimi nataka kwenda Ichaweri, wewe sijui sasa mimi sitaki, wacha tuachane na hii kitu. Mimi nikamwangalia nikamwambia, wewe ni vile tu nilikuwa na heshima, ningemchapa kofi. Ati sisi tuache, ati tutoke hapa. Havana.
Remember earlier this year during the National Prayer Breakfast meeting, he happened to have looked solemn and genuine, trying to apologize, to ask Uhuru for forgiveness, and also trying to shed crocodile tears, asking for forgiveness from Kenyans if he has wronged them. The same guy is now turning out to promise Uhuru a hard time in retirement. He claims that if he's sworn in as president, that his first task in office is going to appoint a judicial commission of inquiry to look into the Uhuru presidency and investigate any ills or acts of corruption that have occurred thereof. That's one goal that he can implement, whether he wins or not. Remember that even though he may not win the presidency, he's going to be an opposition leader. He is going to be in control of the opposition in parliament. He will determine who becomes the minority leader. He's going to have people in the House Business. He's going to take the lead in terms of oversight role, the Public Investments Committee and the Public Accounts Committee. So Ruto, if he wants to investigate Uhuru, he will. What's going to happen now is that now that he has let the cat out of the bag as to what his intentions in the post-Uhuru dispensation are, which is to torment Uhuru in retirement and deny him a peaceful retirement, and after saying during a breakfast prayer meeting that he forgives Uhuru for everything that happened. So he was seeking forgiveness. He didn't mean it. And he said he's wishing him a peaceful retirement. And he didn't mean it. Deep inside, something bad is brewing. And it's unfortunate. And we do have a culture of not going after our former presidents. And the very logic behind that is because we don't want to set a bad precedent, because if you start doing that, it's not gonna be good, because you're gonna start having people afraid of leaving power. You're gonna start having people clinging on to power because they are afraid as to what will happen to them in retirement. And as leaders within the region, we set the pace in terms of democratic principles, and if you're not going to give retiring presidents a soft landing, they're unlikely to retire peacefully. The very element of democracy, of a presidency being self-limiting in terms of getting out of power after 10 years are done, I think that's the most important element of a democracy, and that's what we should always fight, defend, protect, and uphold, making people comfortable to retire from the presidency. And I think that's that's my take on what's been happening.